be able to build the best builds in Minecraft, you need blocks. And I mean a ton of blocks. Not any amount that you could realistically get on your own. The easiest way to get all of these blocks is by using farms. So instead of building a million farms scattered all throughout the world, let's build a bunch of farms in one giant mega build. The first thing I need to do is go to the end and kill the dragon because we have to build something there. So I need to find some endermen first. Here's one. Alright, that should be enough. Now I'm also gonna bring with me some extra obsidian so I can make a portal at the end portal and link it to my house. That way we can come back and forth really easily. Alright, now we just throw our first eye and the hunt for the stronghold begins. Alright, the stronghold should be right here, I think. Oh, perfect. Now we just find the portal. Oh, here it is. Break the spawner. We do not need that. And then we just go in. Alright, I'll do my best not to get myself killed. Here we go. Gotta take out the healing things. Alright, that's all the healers. Now I just... And there we go. Easy. Yeah, all this netherite gear definitely made it a lot easier. And we'll go ahead and get the egg as well. Don't want to leave that behind. Boom. All right, let's head back home. Oh, crap. I didn't have a save point. Oh, looks like I'm walking. Oh my god. Another thing. I also forgot to build the portal at the stronghold. Why do I do this to myself? There we go. Okay, now that we have the end secured, I need to get my elytra. So I brought with me a Mending and Unbreaking 3 book as well as an anvil. So I can just upgrade it right away and then fly back to the island with the fireworks. All right, I always get scared throwing in the pearl like something's gonna glitch and I'll die, but moment of truth. And there's a city right there. I don't see a thing though. Now to just find an elytra. Here we go, finally. I swear, this nether has just no cities. All right, here we go. No shells, man. And finally, elytra. Now I just combine it with this, and then I can throw it on my back, and we are ready to go. First test flight. Ah, finally, it feels good to be able to fly again. All right, let's head back home. Okay, now that the end is secured and we have our elytra, before we get building our big farms, we need to build one small farm here. And that is a gravity duper and concrete factory. But this one's gonna be a little bit different than it was in the last series. But first, I need to clear out this room. Okay, now I need to get some red mushrooms. Now I just plant them like this, use some bone meal, and there you go, we got the portal frames removed. Let me just repeat this for all the sides. Okay, now that we have this area dug out, I need to get all of these materials on screen to build the duper. So let's go get everything. Okay, we got everything. Now I just need to build the machine. Okay, the machine's done, but the room looks kind of ugly. So there we go, that's better. Okay, so that's half of our concrete factory built. Now we need to start building the other half, which is gonna go right here. So I need a whole bunch more materials for this one. So once again, let's go get everything. All right, we've got all the materials. Now let's build the concrete factory. All right, that's the concrete factory officially done. Now I also need to add in the sand part. So I'll have an area that stores sand and I'll connect that directly to a furnace array that can automatically smelt it whenever I need it. So then I'll have infinite glass as well as infinite concrete. So now let's build that up. Okay, awesome, and that wraps up phase 1 of this project. We now have the ability to get all the concrete in the game, and over here we have access to our smelter. Get the sand from here, put it in here, and then put the fuel in there. Oh, wait a second, am I dumb? I don't have an output thing, so when the glass gets smelted, it'll just sit there. Hey, you know what? We'll worry about that later. It's not really important right now. Okay, now it's time to start phase 2 of the project, which is building the case that all of the farms are gonna go inside of. In this case, it's just gonna be like a gigantic barn that I can fit every single farm that I'm gonna build neatly inside of. And it's mostly made of concrete, as you may have guessed. So I went ahead and ran the factory to make sure we can get all of the colors that we need. And the last thing I need is a little bit of coal for some coal blocks. So let's go get that. Yeah, this is taking way too long. I need like 40 stacks of coal blocks, so mining all of that is just really unrealistic. Instead, I'm just gonna build a wither skeleton farm that gets all the coal for me. So let me get some materials first again. Now I need to find a nether fortress that's in a soul sand valley. Here we go. Now I just need to put a chest here. Now I just fill in a square around these chests. Put these walls. Now I put an iron golem, and I need to go on the roof. I just need to build a storage section, and then we should be able to farm up as much coal as we want. Okay, now we just AFK for the night. Okay, this should definitely be enough coal now. Next up is to dig out a plot of land where we can build the case. So let's get digging. Okay, now that we got a plot of land cleared out, we can start building. And if you're wondering how I'm building like this, I'm using a mod called Litematica that essentially puts a big blueprint in front of me and makes it so I can build up really big, complex builds and farms super easily. And with the case done, that officially wraps up phase 2 of the project. Now we can move on to phase 3. That is building all the farms. We're going to be building 11 farms in total. And I think I'll start with what I think is going to be the most useful one to help us build the other ones, and that is the iron farm. So first, I need to dig a hole in the ground here so I have enough room. Okay, now we got our hole. Let's go get some materials. Okay, we got all the materials, now we just build. Okay, we got this middle section built up, and now I need to put zombies in each one of these little glowstone chambers. So let's first wait for nighttime. And let's round up some zombies. I think I need 8 in total. Okay, now that we got our zombies, I'll just load them in. Okay, now I need 48 villagers to put into the rest of this thing to make it work properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and build another villager breeder just because obviously I don't want to haul over a million villagers from like 1,000 blocks away. Cause yeah, that would take forever. So villager breeders are pretty easy to build, so I'll build that up real quick. Alright, now I just AFK till I have enough villagers, and then we can finish our first farm. Alright, now I'll load them in like this. Okay, and with this final piece of redstone, the farm is done. Gotta wait for that to move to see if it works. Yeah, it works. Perfect. Awesome. Now that we have our first farm done, we need to build the storage for the iron. And I think I'm gonna have all the storage be up here. That way I can just fly in, get whatever I need from this place, and then fly out. Now we build the platform up here. Now we build the storage. Okay, we've got the storage system done. So now every time we build a new farm, I can just hook up whatever is coming out of the farm directly into the storage, and it'll automatically sort it. And then any garbage that gets stuck in there will just get burned over there. And I made it so I can just automatically hook up every single pipe to this one here, and they'll all go straight to the storage. So now we can get started on our next farm, and that is going to be our wool farm. I'm doing this one next because I think this is probably going to be the most annoying one to deal with just because I have to load in so many sheep, but I prepared earlier and already have a pen here so I can breed up as many as I'm going to need. The materials on this aren't too bad, so it shouldn't take too long to get everything. Okay, you know what? For the sheep farm and a bunch of other farms, we need like an insane amount of observers, and that requires a lot of cobblestone. So I think I'm actually going to build the cobblestone farm next, which is actually a lot less material. So let's gather those. All right, I think I'm gonna build this farm right here. Okay, cobble farm's done, and we turn it on with this. And while we let that run, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take down the villager breeder because I'm not gonna need it anymore. And it's gonna be in the way for other builds, so. Sorry, bro. Alright, now we can get the rest of the sheep farm materials. Okay, we finally have everything we need for the sheep farm, and we have plenty of sheep to load into the farm. This is still gonna take forever though, because I have to load up literally 100 sheep on each layer, and there's 8 layers in total, so that's 800 sheep I'm gonna have to load in. Honestly, let's start a timer and see how long it takes me to build one layer so I can kind of gauge how long this is gonna take, because I already know I'm gonna be here all day. Okay, we're done. And that took me just over 2 hours to do. But I also built this pipe here, and I had a problem where I had already sheared a bunch of the sheep, so I had to wait for them to regrow their wool on this grass patch. So I don't think it should take 2 hours, maybe like an hour and 15 minutes per layer, but that's still a pretty long time. But anyway, it's not gonna get completed by me complaining, so let's slowly chip away at this build. Okay, the sheep farm's all done, and it's working perfectly. Whenever the sheep get sheared, the minecarts will pick it up, drops down these 2 tubes, and then into this one here to go get sorted at the sorting system. Alright, so that's 3 out of 11 farms done. The next 2 farms we're gonna do are our melon and pumpkin farms. And there's not too many different materials for these farms, but the hardest ones to get are definitely the observers once again, because I need a ton of redstone. And I don't really have a better way to get that besides mining, so... Wait, I totally forgot. I did a bunch of mining off camera. Off camera, bro. I can't say that. I swear, I actually mined all of this because I knew I was gonna need redstone for earlier projects. I swear to God, I swear to God. But that's actually nice because I hate having to go out and mine manually. Okay, and the rest of this stuff should be pretty easy. It's like a lot of glass and concrete. Let's go get the rest of all of it. Okay, and this is the last of the stuff. And I think I'm gonna build these 2 farms right in this corner. Okay, and that's 2 more farms checked off our list. Okay, now before we move on to our next project, if you remember last episode, I promised that I would build 1 structure per video that a viewer suggested. And this guy here suggested that I build a woodland mansion themed house with a pillager inside. And you guys seem to like that, so that's what we're gonna build. My house is there, and I have a lot of empty land over here. So I think I'll build the mansion, or the mini mansion right here. So let me just put a foundation here. And the house is done. Not exactly my best build, but it looks like a woodland mansion, so I mean that's what I was going for. So anyway, this person also said that they wanted a pillager living inside of it. So I guess I just have to wait until one spawns in, and then whenever he does, I'll drag him over there. But for now, we'll just leave it like this. And remember, if you want to have something built in the world, just leave a comment down below. And if it gets like a ton of likes, or I see one that I just personally like myself, then I'll build it in here in the next episode. And I'll do that for every single episode. So don't miss your chance. Comment something cool. All right, anyway, let's get back to those farms. Okay, the next 2 farms we're gonna build, I actually made a whole video on like 9 months ago. That is our sugarcane farm and creeper farm. It's the same 2 farms from that video, but you know, I never really had a problem with them. The creeper farm worked super well, and so did the sugarcane farm. So I thought I might as well build the same ones in this world. And of course, like with every farm, let's get the materials first. Do the creeper farm first, and that will go right here. Oh crap, I completely forgot that for this farm we need cats, because the cats are the ones scaring away the creepers so that they fall down here and die. So let's really quickly get a fishing rod because I need fish to tame the cats. All right, the creeper farm's done. It looks kind of stupid like this, but I decided I should cover it in a casing so that no extra light from other farms like leaks in and then lowers the rates by making it so creepers can't spawn. But if we pop into free cam, you can see that the inside looks pretty much how it should. So yeah. All right, now we got the second half of the firework creation factory thing, and that is our sugarcane farm. And I think I'm gonna build this one just below the storage up here since it's about the same size in terms of length. Materials aren't too bad for this one. Okay, and I think I'm actually gonna build the farm right here because it's directional and it's angled the wrong way, so it'll just literally not work if I put it there. So let's get building. Okay, that's our sugarcane farm done, and that's another farm checked off the list. All right, next farm is gonna be the 4-crop farm, which is just wheat, beets, carrots, and potatoes. That's it. This farm's also pretty simple, so let's go get the materials for this. Oh, wait a minute. We've got our pillagers, and I gotta put one of these guys in the house over there. So I don't need you or you, but I will take you because I don't want to do a raid. Gotta get them to follow me, take them across the water. And I saw on TikTok that if you trap one of them like this, put this up here so he can't get out, and then put some slabs here, and then just wait for him to keep shooting, eventually his crossbow will break. So we'll wait a second. Okay, well this isn't working. Maybe if I use a shield? Oh, okay, I actually got it to break. I didn't think I was gonna get it to work. I thought it was just never gonna break. And I guess his arms are just permanently stuck like that. All right, whatever. We have our, now you can live here freely since you can't hurt anybody anymore. We'll make sure we have some doors so he doesn't just wander away. And maybe I'll furnish this place and add some decorations in the future, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, back to getting the rest of the materials. Okay, and this next farm will go right here. Okay, we're almost done. 3 farms left, and all of these are just different tree farms. So instead of building them one by one, I'm gonna get the materials for all of them and then build them all right at the same time, just to make things a little bit faster. Jesus, I have a really good computer and it's still starting to get laggy in here. Oh my god. But we're almost done, so let's get all those materials for the tree farms. We'll build them up and then wrap up this massive project. Okay, we finally got the materials for our last 3 farms. So now all that's left to do is build these, connect it to the storage, and we're finally done with this build, which is taking way too long. So let's wrap it up. Okay, and with these last 3 tree farms, our mega farm is done. It is so laggy in here. I don't know if you guys can tell how laggy this is. Jesus Christ. But I mean, everything works. So as long as we don't, you know, sit in this area too much, it's not gonna lag too bad. Now, one last thing I wanna do before we're completely done with this build, and that is make the storage area look nice. Because it kind of looks really bad right now. It's literally just a white platform, some chests, and like an ugly water tube that transports all the items. Look how many items are coming out. Jesus. Anyway, let's customize this, and then we'll officially be done. Okay, now I'm gonna make an opening here so that I can create tunnels to access the farms that I have to use manually. Like all my tree farms and stuff, I have to plant all the saplings myself while they run. So I need to be able to access those pretty easily. So we'll make a staircase here. Okay, and that should pretty much wrap up the build. Now look, we have all these tunnels down here that goes to each farm that we need to run manually. So this is our all tree farm, our dark oak tree farm, our mangrove farm, and then this is the switch that breaks all the crops at the crop farm. With this farm finally done, future builds are gonna be so much easier.